I didn't learn to stand this way, from comfort or applause. My balance came from pressure and moments without cause. There were weights I didn't choose that settled on my frame. They bent my focus inward and changed the way I named. Pain that taught me posture, not pride, not defense. It straightened what was fragile and sharpened my presence. No collapse, no disguise, no anger to nurture. Pain that taught me posture. I felt the pull to fold inward, to lower my own gaze, but something steadier held me through uncelebrated days. I learned that posture isn't stiffness, it's calm beneath the strain. It's knowing how to carry weight without displaying pain. I didn't rise by hardening or closing every door. I learned alignment through endurance, and standing meant much more. Pain that taught me posture, taught me how to remain upright without resistance, grounded without blame. No need to prove resilience, no need to rupture. Pain that taught me posture. The pressure revealed my habits, showed me where I lean on urgency and reaction instead of being clean. I corrected how I moved through doubt, how I answered force. I learned that strength begins in stillness before it takes a course. Every trial adjusted me, not loudly, not in haste. It trained my shoulders to stay open, my breathing to find space. Pain that taught me posture didn't twist my spine, it aligned my inner balance and clarified my line. No bitterness in my stance, no fracture to fracture. Pain that taught me posture. Now I enter rooms composed without rehearsing tone. My presence speaks before I do, because it was shaped alone. I don't brace for every moment, I don't expect to fall. I trust the structure built within to hold me through it all. What taught me wasn't suffering, but how I chose to stay aligned when nothing held me up or pointed out the way. Pain that taught me posture didn't harden my view, it taught me how to stand with grace and still be true. No collapse beneath the weight, no drama to manufacture. Pain that taught me posture. I don't thank the pain for coming, I respect what it carry what I survive. I don't leave my past behind me. I don't drag it through my days. I carry it with measured distance, in a calm, intentional way. What I survive doesn't shout my name. It doesn't ask to be retold. It rests within my posture, like something steady, firm, and old. I carry what I survived, not as weight but as design. Every moment that tested me refined the way I align. No bitterness in my stride, no need to justify. I carry what I survived inside. There were times I stood unguarded, when certainty fell through, when the ground beneath my choices no longer felt secure or true. I didn't rush to fill the silence or escape the open space. I stayed long enough to understand what strength would choose to face. Not every scar demands a story, not every loss a sound. Some lessons live in how you stand when no one's around. I carry what I survived, like structure under skin. It doesn't pull me backward, it holds me from within. No resentment left to carry, no anger left to dry. I carry what I survived. Alive. I learned that endurance isn't loud, it doesn't need to prove. It shows itself in how you pause before you choose to move. I learned the value of restraint, of patience earned by time, of holding to what matters and leasing what declines. The past doesn't lean on me for meaning, it stands where it belongs. A chapter closed with clarity, a reference, not a song. I carry what I survived without wearing it as armor. It doesn't make me distant, it doesn't make me harder. It taught me depth and balance and how to remain. I carry what I survived. Same. Now when pressure enters my space and doubt begins to rise, I don't react from memory, I respond from disciplined eyes. I know the cost of being shaken and the strength in staying still. I carry calm where chaos lived and choice instead of will. What defines me isn't what I faced or what I had to prove. It's how I learned to move forward with intention in my move. I carry what I survived, not to remind me of pain, but to remind me of alignment and how I remain. I don't hide what time has written across my quiet frame. Not as trophies, not as warning, just evidence I remain. Each month carries a season, a moment I outgrew, not defined by how it hurt me, but by what I chose to do. Wounds worn with honor, not bitterness, not pride. They rest beneath my posture like truth I don't divide. No need to dramatize the past or sharpen what is gone. Wounds worn with honor, carry on. I learned that pain can teach composure if you let it pass through. If you don't let it harden you, decide what you'll become too. There were times I stood unguarded when silence was my shield. I didn't rush to close the wound, I let it show what's real. Not every scar seeks justice, not every loss a sound. Some battles leave a quieter strength that doesn't circle back around. Wounds worn with honor, halfway but not control. They don't lean on yesterday to justify the soul. No resentment in my step, no ledger to defend. Wounds worn with honor, settle in. I learned restraint before revenge. I learned patience over fire. I learned that dignity is built when impulse learns to tire. The damage didn't steal my balance, it refined where I stand. It stripped away reaction and left a steadier hand. I don't speak of what was taken or list what I survived. I focus on the calm I gained and how I stayed alive. Wounds worn with honor don't ask to be seen. They exist beneath the surface, measured calm and clean. No need to reopen doors or replay where I've been. Wounds worn with honor live within. Now when questions circle close or curiosity appears, I answer with my presence, not with a history of years. Because strength is not exposure and healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's standing quietly with nothing left to prove out loud. What defines me isn't damage or moments that went wrong. It's how I carry forward without needing a song. Wounds worn with honor didn't break my command. They taught me how to move forward with a steady open mind. I ain't not shaped by what I lost, but by how I remain. Wounds worn with honor. Now when questions circle close, curiosity appears, I answer with my presence, not with a history of years. Because strength is not exposure and healing isn't loud. Sometimes it's standing quietly with nothing left to prove out loud. What defines me isn't damage or moments that went wrong. It's how I carry forward without needing a song. Scars I don't explain, I don't speak about the nights that left their marks on me. Not because they broke my voice, but because they shaped my gravity. Some stories lose their power when forced into the light. They were meant to stay internal, learned in silence, held in sight. Scars I don't explain, they don't ask to be seen. They sit beneath my calm like truths refined and clean. No need for justification, no hunger to be known. Scars I don't explain on my own. I walk steady through conversations that never reach that depth. I listen more than I reveal, I measure every breath. Not every wound needs language, not every loss a name. Some lessons are carried forward without revisiting the pain. The past doesn't pull me backward, it stands quiet behind. A reminder of endurance, a structure in my mind. Scars I don't explain didn't harden who I am. They taught me how to stay upright when I couldn't understand. No bitterness, no blame, no debt I need to claim. Scars I don't explain. I learned restraint instead of armor, patience over pride. I learned that healing doesn't shout, it settles deep inside. The damage didn't make me smaller, it removed what wasn't real, left me with a steadier hand and a more deliberate feel. I don't wear my past like warning signs or proof I paid a price. I wear it like a quiet coat, it taught me how to rise. Scars I don't explain are not wounds I deny, the chapters I no longer open but never falsify. No need to dramatize the past or display where I've been. Scars I don't explain hold me in. Now when the world demands confession or wants a reason why, I offer presence instead of history and let the moment lie. Because dignity is knowing what doesn't need a voice, and strength is standing grounded without narrating the choice. I don't hide what shaped my spine, I simply let it rest. Some truths are carried silently and still define the best. Scars I don't explain didn't steal my command, they gave me depth, composure, and a steadier stand. What for me wasn't suffering, but how I chose to remain. Scars I don't explain. No wounds, steady hands. I don't rush my movements, I don't force my ground. My hands learned patience early when noise fell all around. There were moments left unspoken, choices made alone, where control mattered more than speed, and silence shaped the tone. Noble wounds, steady hands, not untouched but aligned. They carried depth with display, and clarity of mind. No tremor in decision, no drama in command. Noble wounds, steady hands. The wounds didn't ask for sympathy, they didn't seek a name. They rested quietly beneath the surface and taught me how to remain. I learned that steadiness is earned through pressure held with care, through staying open under strain without collapsing there. I didn't turn pain into a banner or sharpen it to fight. I let it teach me how to act with measured strength and sight. Noble wounds, steady hands, move calm through uncertainty. They don't reach for quick reactions, they trust what's already built in me. No bitterness guiding motion, no past tightening the plan. Noble wounds, steady hands. The weight refine my awareness, not my need to defend. I learned that dignity survives when reactions end. There were times my grip was tested, when outcomes weren't clear. I learned to hold the moment gently without letting fear steer. The wounds adjusted my rhythm, they slowed my inner pace. They taught my hands to stay precise, even underweight. Noble wounds, steady hands, don't shake when silence grows. They rest on discipline, breathe, and patience that they know. No hunger for attention, no need to reprimand. Noble wounds, steady hands. I don't hide what shaped my posture, I don't wear it as proof. I let it show in how I choose and how I follow truth. The past no longer pulls my focus, it doesn't guide my sight. It stands behind my awareness, quiet, firm and right. Now when pressure enters softly and tests my inner frame, I don't reach for old defenses. I trust what still remains. What defines me isn't what cut deep or how the moment bends. It's how I carry forward life with calm and capable hands. Noble wounds, steady hands, didn't harden who I am. They gave me depth, precision, and a steady inner stance. I move without resistance, I stand without demand. Noble wounds, steady hands. Noble wounds. The weight I stand, lock right with. I don't pretend the load is light, I don't deny its gravity. Some days it presses on my breath, some nights it tests my clarity. But I don't fold beneath its shape, I don't ask it to release. I learn to adjust my posture and meet it with composure and ease. Oh. The weight I stand upright with It's not a burden I regret. It taught me how to stay aligned when nothing felt secure, yeah. No collapse, no surrender, no need to dramatize. The weight I stand upright with stays inside. I did inherit this balance. It wasn't given clean. It came from holding steady ground where outcomes were unseen. I learned that weight reveals intention. It shows you where you lean. It exposes what is stable and what was built routine. Some pressure sharpened my focus, some strain refined my pace. I stopped demanding lighter days and learned to strengthen space. The weight I stand upright with didn't bend my spine. It corrected how I carried life and clarified my line. No bitterness in my breath, no anger in my grip. The weight I stand upright with. I learned that standing tall is quiet. It doesn't announce control. It's breath staying calm under force. It's discipline in the soul. I stopped asking life to soften, and I asked myself to grow, to carry what I could not change without letting it show. The past added density, but not disorder or fear. It taught me what endurance feels like and why presence matters here. The weight I stand upright with is measured, firm and real. It doesn't steal my forward motion or tell me how to feel. No identity in heavens, no pride in what I bear. The weight I stand upright with is care. Now when pressure enters the room and silence holds its breath, I don't rush to escape the load or negotiate with stress. I stand exactly where I am and balance earned by time. I trust the structure built within to keep my center fine. What holds me isn't absence or ease I never knew. It's the strength to remain upright with everything I carry through. The weight I stand upright with didn't come to see me fall. It came to teach me where I stand and how to carry it all. The weight I stand upright. The weight I stand upright. Marked, not defined. I carry lines that time remembers. Not called to tell me who I am. They trace the path I've already walked, not the place where I now stand. What marked me doesn't speak for me, it doesn't write my name. It stays where it belongs, a signal, not a claim. Marked, not defined by what I've known. I move beyond the outlines of what I've outgrown. No label, no conclusion, no past that draws the line. Marked, not defined, that history can inform without becoming law. The memory can offer depth without demanding more. I don't resist what shaped my frame, I don't deny its role, but I refuse to live inside a version caused by old control. The marks remind me of awareness, of choices made aware, of moments where I stood upright when nothing else was there. Marked, not defined by the weight I bore. I'm guided by what I choose today, not echoes from before. No resentment in my silence, no anger left behind. Marked, not defined.
Integration done with care. It's letting past experience rest without staying there. I don't replay the turning points or measure what I lost. I focus on the discipline that stayed despite the cost. What once felt permanent now feels like context only, a background to the clarity that grew when I stood lonely. Marked, not defined by pressure or by pain. I move with steady intention, not rehearsed restraint. No identity in damage, no pride in the sign. Marked, not defined.
Now when the world attempts to place me into narratives that fit, I remain calm in my posture and quietly step out of it. I don't reject the marks I carry, I respect what they revealed. But I know who I am becoming is shaped by how I yield. The past doesn't hold authority, it doesn't draw my map. It taught me where awareness lives and loosened its own grasp. My mark, not defined by what I survived. I'm shaped by presence, discipline, and how I stay aligned. What matters isn't where I've been or what was underlined. Mark, not defined. Oh, mark but not confined. There was a moment when the noise stopped, not because the storm was gone, but because I learned to stand still and let the shaking run its course. I didn't rush to fix the silence or fill the space it left. I stayed long enough to feel the ground return beneath my steps. Calm after the damage didn't come overnight. It grew in the space between reactions, in the absence of the fight. No denial, no erasing, no pretending I was fine. Calm after the damage took time.
I didn't call the past an enemy or label it a threat. I let it settle where it belonged without the need to forget. There were edges left unpolished, places still aware. But I learned that peace doesn't require everything to be repaired. The quiet didn't mean I won. It meant I didn't fall. It meant I stopped feeding the chaos and chose not to respond at all. Calm after the damage leaves in how I breathe, and how I let the moment pass without gripping what it used to be. No bitterness in my pauses, no tension in my tone. Calm after the damage is grown. I learned that healing isn't progress measured day by day. It's noticing when old reactions no longer lead the way. I don't flinch at certain memories. I don't brace for impact now. They exist without instruction. They don't tell me how. The damage didn't disappear. It lost its sharpest edge. It became a reference point, not a constant threat. Calm after the damage is subtle, firm, and clear. It doesn't announce its presence, but it stays when pressure's near. No urge to revisit chaos, no need to explain. Calm after the damage remains. Now when life moves unexpectedly or tension fills the air, I don't rush to protect myself. I trust what's already there. I've learned that steadiness is earned by letting moments in, by not turning every memory into something to defend. What defines me isn't what collapsed or how loud it once became. It's the stillness that followed and the clarity it gave. Calm after the damage is how I carry on. Not untouched, not unaware, just quietly strong. What shaped me wasn't the breaking, but how I chose to stay calm after the damage.
Yeah, I don't carry secrets in my chest. The poison how I breathe. What shaped me lives in open air, but doesn't speak for me. There's no locked room in my memory, no shadow fed by blame. What happened found its proper place without demanding a name. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter, no weight behind my eyes. I don't bury what I've lived through, I let it neutralize. No denial, no confession, no past I have to guard. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter, just calm. I face the truth without decoration, without making it a scar. I learned that honesty with self is quieter than war. I didn't turn my pain into a story to justify my stance. I let it pass through understanding instead of turning it to chance. There were moments I stood exposed without defense or spin. I didn't rush to close the wound, I let it teach within. Nothing hidden doesn't mean untouched or clean. It means I didn't feed the anger or rehearse what's been. No resentment in my posture, no past that pulls me back. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter. I learned that bitterness is memory, refusing to let go, and hiding is another form of giving it control. So I chose clarity over armor, presence over pride. I chose to meet myself directly with nothing left to hide. The past doesn't whisper threats now, it doesn't raise its tone. It sits like neutral weather that no longer shapes my zone. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter. I move with open sight. I don't carry old conclusions into the present light. No fear of being questioned, no urge to self-defend. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter. I stand up. I don't rehearse old conversations or sharpen what was said. I trust the silence did its work, and left me clear instead. What remains is not forgiveness, forgetting what occurred. It's a calm relationship with truth, unforced and undisturbed. Now when pressure tests my balance and emotions try to rise, I don't reach for past reactions, I respond with measured eyes. I don't live from unresolved places, I don't bleed into the day. I let experience become wisdom and step out of its way. Nothing hidden, nothing bitter is how I carry on. Not because I wasn't wounded, but because I'm done.
Lessons etched beneath the skin. Not every lesson left a sentence. Not every truth found a sound. Some were learned in quiet moments when nothing else was around. They didn't arrive as warnings, they didn't knock or explain. They settled slowly in the body and altered how I remain. Lessons etched beneath the skin, not written to be read. They live in how I hold my ground and how I move ahead. No need to pull them into light or force them into speed. Lessons etched beneath the skin still teach. I didn't choose the moments that carve their subtle lines, but I chose how long I stayed present
when pressure asks for time. Some lessons came through waiting, others through restraint, some through standing open when closing would feel safe. They didn't make me colder, they didn't steal my grace. They taught me how to stay aligned when challenge face to face. Lessons etched beneath the skin carry weight, not blame. They don't replay old scenes or call themselves by name. No bitterness attached to them, no echo pulling me in. Lessons etched beneath the skin. I learned that strength is not reaction, it's the space before response. It's knowing when to move forward and when to hold the stance. I learned that healing is invisible, it doesn't rush or shine. It settles deep in posture and refines the inner line. The past doesn't speak out loud now, it doesn't need to rise. It shaped my awareness quietly and sharpened I decide. Lessons etched beneath the skin didn't weaken what I am. They built a steadier rhythm and a more deliberate plan. No need to dramatize the cost or measure where I've been. Lessons etched beneath the skin. Ooh, now when the world feels restless and demands immediate proof, I trust the work that's already done in silence, calm and truth. I don't reach for old defenses, I don't brace for every turn. I stand on what was learned slowly and let the moment burn. What guides me isn't memory or pain replayed again, it's a quiet understanding that lives within. Lessons etched beneath the skin don't fade with passing days. They show up in how I remain calm and how I choose my way. What shaped me wasn't noise or force or battles loudly won. Lessons etched beneath the skin I've already done well. Lessons etched beneath the skin.
Dignity in every scar. I don't trace the lines back loudly, I don't ask them where they began. They rest like quiet signatures on the posture of who I am. Each mark holds its own silence, its own season, its own weight. Not something that demands attention, just proof that I chose to stay. Dignity in every scar, not pride, not display. They don't pull me into yesterday or ask me to replay. No bitterness beneath the skin, no need to overstate. Dignity in every scar remains. I learned early that exposure isn't the same as truth, that not every wound heals faster when it's handed to the room. Some lessons are carried privately, protected by restraint. They don't lose their meaning when you refuse to give them a name. The scars didn't harden my expression, they softened how I see. They taught me patience in my movements and respect for fragility. Dignity in every scar lives in how I stand, not defensive, not withdrawn, just steady where I land. No anger driving my steps, no that I need to collect. Dignity in every scar I protect. I didn't earn calm by denial or by pretending I was whole.
I earned it by staying present when life asked for control. There were moments without answers, without comfort or relief. I didn't rush to close the wound, I listened to what it revealed. The past doesn't demand my loyalty, it doesn't speak my name. It simply shaped my awareness without assigning blame. Dignity in every scar is quiet and contained. It doesn't beg for sympathy or need to be explained. No shame in what I carry, no glory in the mark. Dignity in every scar. Now when I search for history or curiosity that appears, I offer calm instead of detail and let the moment clear. Because grace is knowing what no longer needs a voice, and strength is choosing composure when reaction is a choice. I don't deny the chapters that tested who I'd be. I honor them by how I move with balance and clarity. Dignity in every scar is how I carry on, not defined by what I endured, but by who I become. What shaped me wasn't the wound, but the way I chose to remain. Dignity in every scar. He doesn't introduce himself with stories, he lets the moment speak. There's a calm behind his posture, a depth that isn't weak. He's walked through changing seasons, learned when to hold, when to yield. What he carries is invisible, but is quietly revealed. A gentleman with history doesn't wear it on his sleeve. He understands that dignity is choosing what to leave. No need to list the battle, no need to claim the past. A gentleman with history outlasts. He's learned to wait a patience, the cost of acting fast. He's learned that some decisions are meant to quietly pass. He's seen promises dissolve and trust reshape its form. He didn't harden from the loss, he learned to stay composed. The past stands like a shadow that doesn't chase his feet. It reminds him where he's been, not where he needs to be. A gentleman with history moves forward unafraid. He's not defined by what went wrong, but by the peace he made. No bitterness in his silence, no pride in what he's seen. A gentleman with history is green. He knows the value of restraint, of listening before reply. He knows that strength is often shown by letting moments die. He doesn't rush to correct the room or force himself to shine. He trusts the clarity that comes when timing aligns. The lines upon his inner life were written slow and true. Each one refined his judgment and sharpened how we view. A gentleman with history carries
carries calm through noise. He chooses presence over proving and intention over voice. No need to dominate the space or justify his name. A gentleman with history remains. What shaped him wasn't victory or comfort neatly earned. It was how he stood with uncertainty and waited while he learned. He understands that growth is subtle, that wisdom takes its time, that honor lives in measured steps and choices made offline. Now when the world asks who he is, he doesn't need to say. He lives the answer quietly in how he moves each day. A gentleman with history doesn't seek applause. He knows the depth he carries, and that is cause enough. He walks a line unburdened, not chasing mystery. A gentleman with history. What hurt me didn't break me. There were moments I won't revisit, not because they own my past, but because they taught me something that was built to last. I felt the weight of quiet damage, the kind that leaves no sound, the kind that tests your inner ground when no one else is around. What hurt me didn't break me. It refined the way I stand. It stripped away the fragile parts and steadied both my hands. No bitterness, no armor, no need to rewrite the past. What hurt me didn't break me. It passed. I didn't rise untouched or flawless. I rose with clearer sight. I learned the cost of holding on and the strength in letting slide. Some nights ask for endurance, some days ask for restraint. I learned that pain can shape direction without turning into weight. I didn't numb what I was feeling, I didn't feed the fire. I let discomfort teach me calm and narrow my desire. What hurt me didn't break me. It didn't steal my name. It taught me how to stay alive without assigning blame. No urge to prove resilience, no script to help me cope. What hurt me didn't break me. It showed. I learned that strength is not denial, it's presence under strain. It's choosing not to live inside every echo of the pain. I stopped replaying old conversations, stopped asking what went wrong. I focused on what still remained and quietly grew strong. The past no longer leans on me, it stands where it belongs. A reference, not a residence. A note, not the song. What hurt me didn't break me. It didn't close my chest. It opened depth and discipline and taught me how to rest. No scars that need attention, no wounds that need display. What hurt me didn't break me, it gave way. Now when pressure tests my balance, or doubt enters the room, I don't react from memory, I respond from what I've grown. I carry calm where chaos lived, I carry trust where fear once stayed. Not because I wasn't damaged, but because I chose my way. I don't define myself by loss or moments I outgrew. I define myself by how I stood when nothing pulled me through. What hurt me didn't break me, it didn't end my art. It taught me how to move forward, measured, steady my heart. I am not what tried to bend me, I am what I became. What hurt me didn't break me, break me.
Strength beneath the quiet marks. You won't see it in my gesture or hear it in my tone. It doesn't need a surface sign to prove how it has grown. The quiet marks don't ask for light, they rest where depth is made. They were shaped in unseen hours where resilience learned its trade. Strength beneath the quiet mark doesn't rush to be revealed. It lives in how I steady myself, in how I choose to feel. No need for explanation, no hunger to remark. Strength beneath the quiet mark. I've learned that not all damage shouts, some lessons whisper low. They settle in the posture and in the way you let things go. There were moments that pressed inward, that asked me not to speak. I stayed present through the wait until presence turned to strain. I didn't harden from the pressure, I learned to hold my line, to carry pain without letting it rewrite the design. Strength beneath the quiet marks is patient, firm, and calm. It doesn't seek attention or require a song. No bitterness in my stride, no shadow in my spark. Strength beneath the quiet mark. I don't revisit every moment that left its trace behind. Not to deny what shaped me, but to honor peace of mind. I learned restraint instead of armor, I learned stillness over force. I learned the value of endurance without losing my course. The marks remind me silently of how I chose to stay, of choosing balance over chaos when I could have walked away. Strength beneath the quiet marks is grounded, clear, and sure. It doesn't lean on yesterday to justify what's pure. No need to reopen chapters or define myself by scars. Strength beneath the quiet mark.
'Cause now, when life tests my posture and pressure fills the room, I don't react from memory, I respond from what I've grown. The past stands calm behind me, it doesn't pull my hand. It simply gave me steadier feet and taught me how to stand. What holds me isn't what I lost or what I had to endure. It's the discipline I carry now, refined, composed, secure. Strength beneath the quiet marks didn't rise to be seen. It stayed, it settled, it became everything I mean.